everybody, it's me again, Fanfiction Dreamer! Welcome back to another segment of Kim Possible, the Extremely Secret Files. Last episode, the group managed to succeed in handing the experiment back to Mr. Fizzwidget, but from an unusual twist of events, the thief was revealed to be a female Lombax, and not only that, it was also revealed that the reason why she stole the experiment from Megacorp was to prevent a supposed imminent danger to the entire galaxy. What is that danger? What could that danger possibly be? Perhaps we'll be able to find out in this episode, so let me see if I can get this to work. Yes, it worked! Okay, perfect. Now, on to continuing this story. They flew through space en route to their next planet. Hey, Kimberly, see if you can find anything worth watching. Okay, Ratchet. Now, let's see. She flipped through the channels. Just then, something immediately startled her. Let's see if I can get this right. I have to make sure that this is working. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, good.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. In yet another setback for the embattled Captain Quark, the Galactic Court ordered him to pay 6 billion volts in damages to citizens suffering from personal hygienator syndrome. Only 2 days later, Quark was arrested trying to flee to Poketaru. The one-time hero, now full-time Zero, was placed in custody awaiting trial. But the next day it was discovered that he had escaped, flushing himself to freedom. We will return to Behind the Hero after these messages.
Oh, that's just too funny. Call Taros. Ew! That idiot flushed himself down the toilet? That is so gross. Not to mention impossible. How was he able to fit his massive body through those pipes? It is probably best not to think about it, Ron. Ew, yuck. He was such a nut. Surprisingly, I almost missed the guy sometimes. But he had what was coming to him. Quite right. After a long flight, they eventually arrived at their next destination, Planet Dovo. They landed at the Megacorp testing facility and got out of the ship. Come on, let's go find why that female Lombax wanted us to find here. What? Sorry about that. Again. They hurried further into the area. They fought through many of the facility's robots, who didn't exactly provide them with a friendly welcome. Thankfully, they were able to hold their own against them, except for Ron. However, it didn't take them long before they ran into Lilo and Stitch again. Lilo? Stitch? You guys also came here? Hello again! Stitch and I tracked a few of our experiments here, and we have been trying to find them. Ugh. Perhaps we can be of assistance to you and Stitch again, Miss Lilo. We would be greatly appreciative of that, you guys. Ugh. Mahalo! So, do you have any ideas what kinds of things these experiments can do? Then, without warning, he was hit by a water ball. Hey! What the... Kim spotted something almost immediately. There! They looked over and spotted a small blue creature nearby. It was chuckling at them in a mocking manner. Cosm! That's Experiment 193. It can throw water balls at people. It tossed more water balls at them. Kava! 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 You said it, Stitch. Kim pulled out a containment field and tossed it at the experiment, containing it completely. Yes! Got it! Great job, Kimberly! Now, Big, But there are more of them here, right, Lilo? Yes, they should be somewhere around here, but I don't know where they are exactly. Then let's go and find them all. Yes, before they cause any more trouble here. They ran off in different directions throughout the area. They were each separated into different groups as they searched for each of the experiments that were loose throughout the entire area. Ratchet, along with Kim, found Experiment 380, who can shoot any incoming projectiles with her laser eye beams. Ratchet could not use his weapon because of this, but Kim was able to handle it with her special skills. Ratchet was very impressed by this. Clank dealt with Experiment 005, who can lift heavy objects. It was tough for him, but he was able to handle it with the help of several other robot companions. Elsewhere, both Lilo and Stitch were able to seek out and handle two ice-producing experiments, 408 and 556. Stitch's special skills were especially very handy with dealing with both of them. Ron was left to take care of Experiment 575, who can attract objects with its magnet-like ears, to which it used to pull off Ron's pants, much to his irritation. It taunted him by keeping his pants away from him as he tried to get them back, but Rufus was able to jump out and knock it down. From there, Ron was able to get his pants back. After they were able to apprehend all of the experiments within the area, they regrouped with each other. Mahalo again for helping to round up more of Stitch's cousins. The pleasure was all ours, Lilo. By the way, how many of these experiments of yours are there? 626. What? 626 experiments? Yes, that's exactly right. And you did mention to us that your Stitch is Experiment 626. Yep. Wait, hang on. Yeah, I did. I don't know if I mentioned it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember. Yep. He was genetically modified to cause a lot of chaos. But he has been rehabilitated and is now good. Not bad. Stitch's good now. We plan on finding all of Stitch's cousins so that we can rehabilitate them and help them find something which their unique traits can make them happy, as well as everyone else, or as I call it, their one true place. Wow, that sounds really amazing, Lilo. But can you truly be able to rehabilitate all of these experiments? 626 is not exactly a minute number, you know. True, but I believe it's possible. We have already found some of them so far. We obviously have a long way to go, but we must keep at it no matter what. Absolutely. Well then, you continue at it, you two. I also believe that you can do it. So do I. Thanks. Now then, we'll be waiting for our ride now. If you need anything from us, come and talk to us, and we will do whatever we can to help you. Bye now. Lilo and Stitch went off. Okay, let's keep looking around this place for any important clues. Okay. They made their way... No, not that. They made their way on their... They went on their way and kept going. As they kept on through the entire facility, a signal from the communicator went off. Kim pulled it out to check on it. What is it, Kimberly? Are you picking up on another piece of your dad's space shuttle? Yes, but for some reason, the signal is very faint. Wade, come in. Wade showed up on the communicator again. Yeah, Kim? I've just picked up on another of the shuttle pieces, but it seems to be giving off a very faint signal. Do you have any ideas why? I'm not really sure. I'll look into it. Okay then. In the meantime, let's continue looking around for clues. They continued on the search through the entire area. Within a few moments of their search, they eventually came across an unusual muscle-bound wrestler-type guy who was also a mix of a smart person. They had no idea what to make of the guy. Excuse me, sir?
Hey! Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets by the mathematician!
The mathematician? You've gotta be kidding me. That is the most ridiculous wrestler name I have ever heard.
Hey, watch your mouth, Zero, before the mathematician subtract your head. Subtract your head from your shoulders.
I've never heard math be used in such a threatening manner. Perhaps you should let me handle this, Ron. Sir, as a fellow math cruncher, could I ask what this is all about?
That moon up there is where we divide losers from winners before adding them to the Megacorp games. In fact, there's a challenger up there who would reduce you to nothing.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. Any ideas on how we would get up there? Maybe Ratchet can fly us up there on his ship, and I have a better idea. Clank walked up to a circular platform. Yes, this technology looks familiar. Perhaps I could... He stepped onto the platform and transformed into a massive-sized robot directly in front of the others. Whoa! Cool! You're a massive robot now! Think you can get us up to that moon? Kim pulled out the communicator. Kim, I just traced the signal from that shuttle piece. It's coming directly from that alien moon. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Then we'll need to get there now. Shall we, Kimberly? Certainly. Let's go, Ratchet. Kim walked up to Clank with Ratchet. Hey, what about me? You stay here, Ron. We'll be back shortly. What? Stay here with muscly math puns McGee? Sorry, Ron. You don't have a space helmet, so you're not able to come with us. Maybe you can keep Wade company. Kim tossed him the communicator. She and Ratchet climbed onto Clank's back. Let's go, buddy. They then took off. Ron watched as his friends left for the moon, then turned his head towards the mathematician, who looked down at him with a nasty scowl on his face. Ron smiled and chuckled nervously, turned his head and pouted almost as though he was about to cry. Oh, I want my knuckles. Poor Ron. Kim and Ratchet flew on Clank through space. They eventually were able to arrive on the moon after the brief flight. Immediately after landing, they spotted the Thugs for Left's leader in a giant robot on his own. Hey! Remember us?
What? You guys are going down!
Oh, I sincerely doubt that.
Get him, Clank!
Clank fought against the Thug leader in an intense battle of massive proportions. The Thug leader brought forth a lot of smack talk, but Clank really put up a good fight against him. The massive fight of Clank's massive-sized body was more than enough to match the might of the massive smack talk coming from his opponent. Assuming that makes sense. The Thug leader was eventually defeated and his robot mech exploded.
Don't think you've won! I'll get you even if it's the last thing I do!
He took off. Look! They spotted another piece of the shuttle not far from where they stood. Clank grabbed it and handed it over to Kim. All right, another piece down. Good work, buddy. Let's head back to the planet. And with that, they made their way back. As soon as they landed, Kim and Ratchet climbed off of Clank before he returned to his normal size. They went back towards Ron. So, how did it go? It was a little rough, but we brought our massive opponent down very easily. So not the drama. Great. Now let's get out of here before Math Muscles does any more divide and conquer, huh? Hey, guess you guys are prime after all. Like I said, so not the drama. Ron handed the communicator back to Kim. You're going to the Megacorp Games! He then showed them a footage of... Hang on. Yeah, good.
Welcome to Megacorp Games, sponsored by Megacorp. Okay, Megacorp contestants, get ready to grapple with our Megacorp Gladiator team. And if you survive that, enter the Megacorp Battle Arena with our Mega Spider-Man Death-defying Mega Cage match. Then open the throttle to the all Megacorp Hoverback Race, brought to you by Team Megacorp Racing. Hostile indigenous population not owned, endorsed, sponsored, supplied, advocated, or even liked by Megacorp. Approach your own risk. The Megacorp Games. Keep it mega.
Kim answered the communicator. Let me check if I got this good. Kim, I just picked up on a signal from another piece of your dad's shuttle directly from those coordinates. Okay, so we'll need to head over there. Should we leave now, or do we need to stay here and continue searching for clues regarding the experiment? Well, since collecting those shuttle pieces is important to you, then it's important to me too. Let's head over there now. We can come back here and continue searching. I don't see why we can't. Okay, let's go then. They rushed back to the ship as fast as they could, got back in, and flew off. Meanwhile, the thug leader was chatting on the phone. Thugs for less, pay for 6 hits and the 7th is free. He listened to what the person on the other... He listened to the person on the other end. You want us to what? He continued listening. Whoa, wait a minute. That'd be an unethical contrast of interest. The person on the other end talked some more. What kind of scum do you think we are? The other person talked to him again as he held the phone out away from himself. Say, that is a lot of bolts. Well, since you put it that way, I suppose we could, undo our previous obligations. The person on the other hand talked to him one more time. Excellent, sir. Thank you for choosing Thugs for Less. Oh, no. The pleasure is all mine. Elsewhere, Ratchet and the others arrived on the next planet, Joba. They got out as soon as they landed. Kim then looked out at the scenery. Ratchet looked towards her, then walked up to her side. Ron and Clank looked at them from where they stood. Wow, this planet sure is beautiful. Yeah, I agree. Everything here does look quite lovely. You know, as we fly to these many different planets, I have become fascinated with the scenery of these alien worlds, as well as outer space, and so many other things involving them. All of it is so amazing. To travel through space, visit many planets, taking all of this in, it's a huge reminder of how much we have been missing out on from living on just one planet. And now, I can't believe I actually have the chance to experience all of this. Something that I never thought I would do. Yeah, you did tell me once that stuff like this has always been like a dream to your kind. Perhaps you would like to come back here after we have finished with taking care of everything. Just the two of us. We can spend a lot of time just staring out at the stars or taking in all the scenery or anything else you would love to do. You know what? That will definitely be on my list of places I want to revisit. I would love to come back here with you, as well as go to so many other places. That would be so, well... They turned their eyes away from each other for a few moments, as they both had some feelings of uncertainty towards each other, and looked back towards each other and smiled. You know exactly what they're thinking about, right? They're thinking about right now, do you? There is no doubt in my mind of what it is that is running through their heads right now. It seems as though they are somewhat in denial and are making strides to hold back any signs of this notion, but they are taking some recognition towards their feelings for each other. You know what? I thought of this as very strange at first, but I'm really beginning to see how close they are to each other, and I've grown used to that. Why can't they just come out and let their feelings out already? They know they want to. These kinds of things can be complex. To express what is in one's own heart, there is no telling what the outcome could be. Even if we do believe we know how things will turn out, give them some time, Ron. They will openly express what they feel for each other. Come on, Kimberly. Let's start looking for where that shuttle piece could be. I'm with you. They walked back towards Ron and Clank. They then walked along the entrance to the area. Kim pulled out the communicator. What's the sitch, Wade? Kim, I've been looking into the shuttle piece on that planet, and I've found that there is a complex system set up to reaching it. What do you mean? I mean... He pressed two keys on the keyboard, displaying one image after another of different areas of the planet as he continued talking. The shuttle piece is locked behind an impenetrable titanium-enforced steel door. No weapon in the universe that has been made so far would be able to penetrate it. No firearms, no explosions, nothing. So how are we going to be able to retrieve that shuttle piece from behind that door? The only way to open it is with two keys. And to get this, each one is featured as a prize for two events being held on that planet. The arena battles and the bikers races. You'll need to win both events in order to get that door open. So then we just need to enter the arena battles and the biker races, win both keys from both games, and then find and open that fortified door? Sounds easy enough. There's just one problem. I can't find the door. What? You can't find where the door is? Is there a specific reason as to why you are unable to locate it, Wade? Did you try locating it via the signal from the shuttle piece? I tried that, but no such luck. There seems to be some sort of jamming signal from that shuttle piece. I am able to track it on the planet, but I can't seem to pinpoint its exact location. But from what I have found out, it didn't come to me as a surprise. What do you mean? Well, according to this intel that I've been looking into, locating that door is part of the challenge. They have They have that jamming signal there to disrupt any attempts to track it down with any technological devices. They obviously did that to make everyone participating in this challenge to look for it themselves. Sorry, guys. I would love to help you out with this, but you're on your own with finding exactly where that door is. That's okay, Wade. What you have provided for us was more than helpful. We should be able to figure out the rest by ourselves just fine. Kim hung up the communicator. Okay then, Clank, Ratchet, and I will head over and take on these challenges. Ron, you go look for that door, and here, take this with you. She handed the communicator back to Ron. You may need Wade's help more than we do. Be careful, KP. There's no telling what will happen to you guys. I would be more worried about you. Best of luck to you, Ron. Thanks. Same to you guys. Ron ran off from the group, while Kim, Ratchet, and Clank rushed off in another direction. Kim, Ratchet, and Clank found themselves fighting through many fierce native marauders and their beasts. It was one very tough fight after another, and things just kept getting tougher for them with every step. I sure hope Ron has better luck with finding that door. Just then, Wade's vendor appeared again. A holographic screen appeared above it, displaying an image of Wade himself. The group was greatly surprised by this. Wade? Kim, I didn't know you handed the communicator over to Ron until just now. Good thing I built this comm link into my vendor. Hey, Wade, what's the sitch? I just built a new gadget for Kim. Thought I might transport it to you guys now. Transporting from the vendor were two hand guard-like items. Kim grabbed both of them and looked at them more closely. I call them combat gloves. They're supposed to help with increasing your strength, thereby aiding you with combating enemies better. In addition to that, they contain a highly advanced, extremely durable cushion, so they're also impact resistant. So this thing is built to deter all forms of pain and soreness within both my hands and arms, including tennis elbow. Way to go, Wade. You still rock. Well, you partially have Ratchet to thank for that. Me? How come? Some of the inspiration used for building those gloves came from your old wrench. Had you not let me take it, this project would have taken a lot longer to complete, if not at all. Glad I was able to help. Well, regardless, you rock, Wade. You too, Ratchet. He smiled at her. Should we not be attaining towards reaching those challenges? Oh, right. Break time's over, boys. Let's keep moving. Kim rushed off. Ratchet stood beside Clank, looking out towards Kim in admiration while with his hands on his hips. I tell you something, Clank. I sometimes amaze myself with how much I have made her happy. I find absolutely no misconceptions to that notion, although I have reason to believe that, Ratchet looked over to Clank in a confused manner. Yes, Clank? No, it is nothing. Do not show any concerns for it. It is something that I believe you and Miss Possible need to figure out on your own. Shall we be going? Clank rushed off. Ratchet still stood by, confused. What? What are you talking about, Clank? Clank? Hey, wait! Clank! He rushed after Clank. Clank! What were you just about to say? Clank! They continued on the trail and fought through more tough enemies, which was much, much easier for Kim to deal with now that she has received her new gadgets. They kept on the trail until they arrived at a balcony and what appeared to be a dead end. Great. So now what? Wade, are you still there? Wade's vendor reappeared, displaying his image again. Yeah, Kim, what's up? We seem to have reached a dead end. Can you at least give us any info on how much further we are to one of the challenges? Wade checked on his computer for a brief moment. Not too far. Just one quick flight southeast of your location, and you should be at the battle arena. Check. We'll head over there now. Kim then activated her jetpack, which greatly surprised both Ratchet and Clank. Whoa! You have a jetpack? Yep. Comes with wings and the works. The jetpack then placed a helmet on Kim's head. It even puts your helmet on you automatically. Yep, pretty neat, huh? Kimberly, you're magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. No big, Ratchet. Let's fly. She grabbed onto Ratchet as Clank jumped onto her back and they flew off. As they were flying, the jetpack suddenly began to malfunction. They were about to lose altitude. What's going on? I don't know. There seems to be something wrong with the jetpack. Sorry, boys. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. She landed on top of a nearby structure and let go of Ratchet as Clank detached himself from her and jumped off. Curse me and my typos. Wade! The vendor reappeared with Wade's image. Yeah, Kim? There's something wrong with the jetpack. I was breaking down. It was breaking down as we were attempting to fly to the arena. That's strange. That shouldn't have happened. I'll run a full diagnostic on it. Thanks, Wade. The vendor deactivated. Sorry, guys. This must be a huge disappointment to both of you. Don't worry about it, Kimberly. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what went wrong. But we still need to get to that arena. I know that. We're just going to need to find another way up there. Just then, a shady lizard man appeared before them on a hovering vehicle. Hey guys, yous guys going to the caves? Yeah. What's it to ya? Whoa, take it easy there, Chief. I ain't looking for no trouble. Just an honest man looking to make an honest buck. I sincerely doubt that. Who is this creep? Just some guy Clank and I ran into during our previous adventure. I'm not even going to bother waste my time on introductions with this guy. Hey, I ain't the one trying to get into a sold-out arena. He pulled out a set of large wings from behind his back and showed it to them. You're going to need this levitator to get there. What say you? Will you spare a few bolts for it? What do you think? Should we trust him? I don't think we have a choice in the matter. And with that, Ratchet accepted the offer and received the full package. Nice doing business with you again. Time for me to, relocate. The shady guy went off. Ratchet read a pamphlet that came with the wings. The instructions are in Blargian. He continued reading. Oh no, I hope this wasn't a mistake. Goodbye. Clank tried to run off, but Ratchet stopped him as he continued reading. Just then, he tossed the pamphlet aside and immediately started working on Clank. Kim watched in amazement as Ratchet assembled the newly acquired levitator on him. With all the modifications complete, Clank now had a new set of wings. You do have skill. You know it. Forget what you said about me. You're magnificent, Ratchet. No need to give back the compliments, Kimberly. No need to give back the compliment, Kimberly, but I do appreciate that. Now let's fly. He grabbed onto Kim and flew up towards the arena with a levitator modified Clank. As soon as they arrived at the arena, Ratchet let go of Kim. All right, we're here. Now let's get that now let's go get that key. I wonder if Ron has managed to find that door. We'll worry about that later. Right now, we just need to focus on fighting through the battles within the arena until we get that first key. Okay then, let's do it. They rushed into the entrance of the arena. There, they were greeted by an announcer who knew about Kim and Ratchet. Even knew their names, but didn't know Clank very well, or at all for that matter. As he announced for the games to begin, Kim and Ratchet were both primed for battle. It was one fierce battle after another. Enemies came at them at every corner relentlessly, to which seemed as though there was no end to their persistence. Kim was able to hold her own in the battles a lot better than before, with her new combat gloves. And after the first set of battles was won, Ratchet was able to obtain a new set of shoes known as gravity boots, which would enable him to latch on to and walk on walls. Kim, Ratchet, Clank, I need to speak to you guys. Would it be possible for you to take an intermission from each of your battles? Certainly. We can totally take 5 before going back into the fights. They stepped out of the arena and spoke to Wade via his vendor. What is it, Wade? Do you have any more intel to provide for us? That and so much more. First off, I just finished looking into the issues involving the jetpack. Turns out there was a weight capacity issue. Weight capacity? Yeah, apparently all 3 of you were too heavy for the jetpack to hold up, so it just broke down. I never actually thought that this would be an issue. Actually, it wasn't supposed to be. That jetpack should be able to hold up a lot more than that. Maybe it just needs some maintenance work. I'll need to look into it some more. In the meantime, I need to get you ready for the next set of battles, and it involves something that I've been wanting to give you for quite some time. It's nearly complete, but I just need one more component to this, and I should be able to get that from those boots that Ratchet just won. What? These? Sure. Take all the time you need. Thanks. This shouldn't be too long. Wade spent a very short period of time examining the gravity boots. A little more. After that, he began working on his project. Okay, done. I'm sending my latest project to you right now. Transported from the vendor was an interesting pair of attachments for Kim's shoes. They're specialized attachments to your feet that are the footwear equivalents of your combat gloves. I call them combat kicks. They should also include the same functions as the gravity boots. You can now take part in those cage matches with Ratchet. Oh, Wade, you continue to rock. Oh, and same to you, Ratchet. You are just amazing. Ratchet smiled at her again. They returned to the arena, and sure enough, they took on a cage match, which was a massive circular wall high above them within the arena. With the help of Ratchet's new gravity boots and Kim's new combat kicks, they were able to latch on to the massive circular wall. The battles within the cage match were very tough, with one battle after another. The enemies had shown to be fierce, relentless, and nasty, but the duo was able to handle them. The sets of battles were indeed very tough, with each one more difficult than the last, but they were shown to be very enduring, even more so than their enemies, and they eventually won. They returned to the ground. Shortly afterwards, they just stood by as nothing was happening. Weren't we supposed to be winning something by now. Ratchet looked around for a bit. Something doesn't feel right. What is going on? Oh, I'll tell you what's going on. They both became very surprised to see Shigo standing before them. Shigo? Well, hello, Kimmy and Ratchet. Don't you two look positively adorable? What are you doing here, Shigo? Shouldn't it be obvious? You want to win a key to open some door containing a piece of Dr. Possible's space station. I'm here to prevent you from collecting all those pieces. So, in short, I came here to make sure you don't win that key. If you think you're going to stop us that easily, then you have clearly undervalued us, as well as overemphasized on yourself. Have you not forgotten who holds the record for the most wins? Of course not. The scars on my pride remind me of that constantly, but I assure you that I will even that all up quite nicely. We'll see about that, Shigo. Bring it on, She-Witch! Kimberly and I won't lose to you! They began their fierce fight against Shigo. She has shown to be a very fierce opponent to both of them. Every now and again, she would give off a lot of smack talk to both of them. The fight went on for quite some time, as Shigo was shown to be very difficult to take down this time. They were eventually able to defeat her and bring her to her knees. Bringing her to her knees. So many typos. I'm so lazy. From that win, Kim noticed the first of the two keys gently float down into her hand. Shigo got herself back up. Go ahead, take that key. Take back your daddy's space station. It won't matter once this is all over. I'm pretty sure I've provided Draken with all the time he needs to complete his plans. She then gave off a nasty sneer. And this galaxy has edged its way toward... And this galaxy has edged itself way closer to the worst disaster these people will ever experience. Let's see if you will be able to put an end to both catastrophes. She ran off. Kim stood by idly as they tried to take in what Shigo just told them. Does she know something about this terrible danger that could happen to this galaxy? Don't let her get to you. Whatever is bound to happen here, we will put a stop to it. And the same goes for what Draken and Shigo are planning to do with your dad's space station. We're going to put a stop to them. We can do it, Kimberly. We will put an end to all of this. I promise you. They exited the arena with the first key in their possession. All right, that's one key down. Now we just need to go out for the other. I wonder how Ron is doing right now. At that moment, Wade's vendor reappeared and projected his image again. Kim! Hey, Wade! What's the sitch? I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is Ron has found the door. Really? That's great! But what's the bad news? The bad news is he had a run-in with some trouble. Oh, of course. That seems very typical of him. If it's any consolation, at least his pants are still holding up well this time. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. Does he need us to go over and help him? Well, at the moment, he needs you to collect those keys. He said not to worry about him and that he can handle this. Huh, I've heard that before. Come on, let's hurry over to the next challenge. They rushed off as fast as they could. That should be all for now. I think this video has dragged off long enough. So, the next episode, we shall continue on with the next challenge as well as the next key being collected. So, until next time, everyone, I will be seeing you again. Where is it? Where's that music? Wait, no, I don't need to do that. Okay, see ya. Darn it. Sometimes I don't understand how this works. Okay,